Okay, I'm going to tell you my favorite way to fill up your home apothecary with powerful herbs that you actually know how to work with. Trick is to do it one herb at a time. I know that lots of times, we live in a culture that tells us bigger is better, faster is better, but really there's something really beautiful about taking the time and the energy and the relationship to just add one herb at a time. And it doesn't have to be a creeping slow pace, right? So with each herb that you add into your apothecary, you can move from not understanding anything about this plant into having an actual empowered relationship with this plant in just 3 steps. The first step is to make sure that you do your research. Research is the cornerstone of home herbalism. It's what keeps you safe, right? And it's how you watch your back, and you watch your back of everyone that you're sharing your herbal concoctions with. We do our research for a bunch of reasons. We want to cross-reference, we want to get a few different sources, and we want to cross-reference and see what's the same and what's different, what are we learning here. Next thing is we want to understand safety issues. Safety issues and contraindications. Contraindications are any reason why maybe you would not want to. For example, maybe it's not good for people who are pregnant and you happen to be pregnant, or maybe it's not appropriate to use with the elderly or the very young, right? It's good to understand these things. Maybe it has some contraindications with pharmaceuticals and you're on pharmaceuticals, okay? I want to make sure that we do the safety research. Then the next thing is we want to make sure that we understand the dose, the frequency, and the dosage. Once we understand the safety issues and the frequency and the dosage, then we can go ahead and start looking into some recipes. So throughout the course of your research, you're probably going to come up with some recipes that you want to try. And that's number 2. The first is research. The second is recipes. Because once you understand like the dosage and the safety issues, you can really start bringing this into your life. Once you have recipes that you want to try out about a particular plant, when you open up your apothecary and you see that plant there, you're like, oh, there it is. I could do this, this, and this. I understand this and this about it. I did my research. I did my homework. I understand. I know how it feels in my body. I know what it tastes like. I know what it smells like. I know what it tastes like with honey. I know what it tastes like without honey. I know what it tastes different with maple syrup. I know what it tastes like when I mix it with this herb or that herb. That's the kind of empowerment that you're going for. And you're not going to get that out of a book. Like I said, research is important, but the book part is only 1/3 of the 3 parts, right? So when we do this one herb at a time, then we can start weaving these herbs into our day-to-day lives. And then as we introduce new herbs into the apothecary, we can start weaving them in with the other herbs in our apothecary. Anyway, it's so fun. There's a bunch of lessons in my bio. I hope you check them out. I'm glad you're here.